Ball up top. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about basketball because it's my favorite sport. I love the way they dribble up and down the court. But seriously, basketball season is upon us here in about 2 weeks or so, and to get into the spirit of it, I wanted to do a basketball themed video. I think before I've done like NBA comparisons to anime characters. You can check that out like over here somewhere if you want to do that. But today I want to talk about the lesser known players, the ones that don't shine as bright as some others, the ones that really make the whole entire team gel and mesh. And some of the stuff that they do does not show up on the end game stat sheet, as it were. That's what they say in the big leagues. That's some jargon for you guys. The hard work that they put in doesn't show up on the stat sheet. It's something you have to see and feel while you're in the pace of the game. And these unsung heroes are called role players. Within every successful championship team, there are about 2 to 4 guys who are these players that will do things for you that don't necessarily equate to stardom, but the ones that will be give you that extra oomph you need, whether it be running for a loose ball to get the rebound, playing hard defense, or hitting a big shot when no one expects it to you because your star player is pulling so much, aggro for you that this player is left open, he hits the big game-winning shot, and you're like, oh my god, that guy just made it. These ones are not like well known, but they're not like the worst. There are some fan favorites that people do enjoy a lot, and they become kind of like a cult hero amongst your certain fandom. But for the most part, casual people don't know who this person is. But without them, without a doubt, these teams would not have been successful without them. So today, I'm going to be doing some comparisons, some of the best role players within the world of anime. Okay, let's start with the one that kind of inspired this entire video for me, and that would be pretty much all the Z fighters outside of Goku and Vegeta, the ones that really just kill time before, Goku comes and saves the day. Like Cell comes and he wants to fight everybody, but the first ones to show up to the scene are like, Yamcha and Chaozu and Piccolo and all of them. These ones are always the ones that will help get the main guys, Goku and Vegeta, ready for the fight. They're not going to be the ones who steal the show. Sure, they have their moments where we're like, damn, that was sick. But for the most part, they're not going to be the ones to save the day. That's reserved for the main stars of the show. But the ones that really get in there and do the work for you, like Krillin, for example, when they're fighting Vegeta the first time and he shoots the destructive disc and you're like, oh, that was sick, he needed that. Or Piccolo playing the role of the father to Gohan. I know it's kind of a meme at this point, like, oh, Piccolo's a better father or whatever. But he truly did play a big part in training Gohan and making him the warrior that he is today. Without him, Goku probably would have given him some half-ass training and he would have ended up just being a nerd, which he still was. But that's beside the point. The Z Fighters as a whole encapsulate the idea. This entire team of them, they would not have found success in saving the world countless of times would it not have been for certain efforts that they put forward. Sure, Goku is Goku at the end of the day, and he'll overcome whatever because he's unbeatable, but it does help having, a strong team behind you. All right, next up is going to be someone who's considered a hero in his own universe, but when it comes to the bigger heroes of the universe, he's more so like a support character, and the world itself has a support category for certain characters, and that is the world of My Hero Academia. And who do I want to talk about? It's not going to be, like Bakugo or Todoroki. No, it's going to be my boy Eraserhead, aka Aizawa. Aizawa? I don't know, pronounce it how you want. I get killed a lot online for saying things certain ways. I'm sorry, I'm not the most proficient when it comes to pronouncing these. Anyway, Eraserhead single-handedly has kept so many heroes, or I guess villains, at bay. In the current arc that we're in right now, in season 6 or 7, whatever season it is, he's been staring at Shigaraki for like 3 hours straight. There are other role players helping him out, like keeping his eyes moist or whatever, or copying his ability. But for the most part, it's him. He's staring at these people and erasing their abilities enough so that the main heroes like Deku and All Might and all them can come and whip ass. Okay, sure, he's a hero, but he's more of a support hero. He's a role player. He's not gonna be the one to destroy the main bad guy. He never gets his moment to shine. As much as I love him and I want to see him like be the one to take down the bad, he's not that guy. He's just the guy that's going to help support the other heroes. It's just like a true expression of a role player. That's what he's doing. He's playing his role very well. He knows it. He's not trying to go outside of it. Even within his class, he doesn't extend himself further than what he needs to. He just kind of does like the bare minimum. Sure, he's a good teacher, but at the same time, it's like, Well, do I have to do that? No. Someone else can handle it, but I just gotta play a little bit of support. Alright, that's fine. I'll do that. So yeah, Eraserhead, completely role player. That's him. Alright, and then we have the role players who play maybe like 2 minutes the entire playoff run. Your team is already gonna win the championship, but you know, you step in for like 2 minutes when like the star player goes down, and maybe you just catch one rebound that turns the tide and gets the momentum for you. So he's not seen a lot during the game, and he only had maybe one moment of glory, but by God, do we remember that player? Do we remember Matthew Dellavedova? Some of you watching probably do. That man is a role player to a T, and that person that encapsulates that idea, the small, minuscule little run that he had, is going to be the swordsmith from Demon Slayer. Within the run of Demon Slayer, there are many other swordsmiths, so I guess you can count any of them, but I'm going to be specifically talking about Tanjiro's swordsmith, because this man has broken so many swords, like 4 at least that we know of, and the swordsmith does his job. Sure, he's pissed about it. Sure, he hates Tanjiro for it and tells him countlessly, hey, stop breaking my swords. But he still does it. And the best part is he does a good job every time. He's not just like half-assing it, like here's a sword, whatever, go fight someone. No, he's taking his time. This man went to a cave and meditated and became buff as shit just to forge Tanjiro's new sword. It's like this man his whole life is just swordsmithing. As much like a role player. His whole life he grew up just hitting a corner three-pointer. That's what this is. This is his three-pointer. This is what he's worked on his entire life, and it's accumulated to this one singular blade that is set to kill the greatest demon of all time, right? And for that, he is a perfect role player. We love you, Swordsmith. I don't know your name, but I know you're beautiful and you're buff. And those of you who are aware of LeBron and his amazing run in 2016, he had a co-captain, Kyrie. Okay, he's a star. We don't count him as a role player. This man was above and beyond. But the 2 other ones that came with LeBron and kind of moved with him for a while wherever he went, there were 2 of them. It's a duo. It was J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. In the AOT world, if Aaron is a LeBron, then Armin and Mikasa are J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert, respectively. They are the ones holding it down for LeBron. They're in there doing the dirt. When LeBron needs them the most, he just dishes it out and boom, J.R. Smith hits it. Same thing here. Aaron, when he needs something done, he's like, hey, Mikasa, handle this. Or hey, Armin, go make a plan for this, whatever. They hold him down no matter what. He is the king to be, right? And so LeBron is the king to be. And J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert held it down for LeBron. And so did Armin and Mikasa. And kind of like the same thing, eventually they split up. And LeBron and them split up. And Armin and Aaron held them split up. But they always have had love for the respective leaders. You see interviews now of J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert talking about LeBron and his greatness. Same thing with Armin and Mikasa. They couldn't quit Aaron, even though he was doing all this crazy shit. They were like, you know what? I still love that man. I'll do anything for him. He is the king of all kings. And they played their role perfectly. Even though they didn't know the role that they were playing, they were left out of the plan. They still followed blindly. They were like, you know what? Yeah, you got it. But kind of at the end, they were like, you know, it's kind of fucked up. You are kind of being a little weird. But by the end of it, they realized, oh, this is all for us. You did this for us. Same thing. I got you a ring, LeBron says to JR and Iman. I did this all for us. And finally, my favorite role player is the one who you kind of question, like, wait, is this guy actually, like, maybe a star of the team? Maybe he's the one who's better than everybody. The biggest thing I could say would be, like, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. If you're aware, they won the championship last year, whatever. Jason Tatum was the star. Everyone's like, it's his team. But then he kind of took a little back seat in the playoffs, and everyone was kind of like, wait, maybe Jaylen Brown's a little better than him. Maybe it's Jaylen Brown's team. And with that, I'm going to be saying, Toto, my boy Toto. Again, he's back there somewhere. Toto from Jujutsu Kaisen, okay? Without him, Yuji does not survive a lot of battles that he's in. He saved his ass 2 times we've already seen in the show, all right? I'm not going to say much about anything else, but at least in the show, he saved him 2 times. They've ran the back-to-back boogie woogie clap black flash thing where they're just dogging whoever they're fighting. They're the perfect team. They're just like, when they're meshing, it's perfect. It's great. But on their own, they're strong, sure, but nah, when they're together, it's just like magic, baby. And Toto plays his role so well. And he's not selfish. He's like, you know what? No, you're my brother. I love you. I want you to shine. But I'm going to be here to help you. Whatever you need, I'm going to help you get to your goal. I'm right behind you, brother. Even though you don't want me to be sometimes. I'm here. And he is the perfect one to have on your team. He's gonna make you feel motivated. He's gonna make you feel loved. He's gonna give you words of encouragement, and he's also gonna be right there with you talent-wise. He's gonna be showing you like, hey, look, I could take over if I want to, but I want you to have it. And that's just a wonderful person to have on your team. And Toto's a wonderful person through it all. It's my goat right there, baby. I love him. So those are my favorite role players within anime. You know, like I mentioned, they're not the stars, but in maybe another world, they might have been. Maybe a different show they would have been. But in their worlds, respectively, they are playing their role perfectly, and we love them for it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the list, and hopefully I made you guys motivated to maybe go watch a couple games or go back and watch some old highlights from these great runs that these teams have had, these wonderful teams that have been, you know, assembled with like the perfect amalgamation of everything. Yeah, this is just a fun little idea I had. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you know of any other role players in anime that you enjoy or little comparisons, throw them down in the comments. I would appreciate that. Also, you can follow and subscribe. That's also down below. Go Suns. Gotta say that. And yeah, guys, catch you guys in the next one. Till then. You fell for it, didn't you?